We're going to head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason, and this one about this season.
Yes. I blame our season on the coaching staff and the ownership, and even Andrew Berry. I don't care. I don't give a damn if Mayfield said he was okay to play. He should have never played. Case would have won at least one game. We would have been in the playoffs, but he probably could have won 2 games. Meantime, you got a crippled quarterback back there, a crippled left end to block for him, and it's total BS. So if you want the fault should go to Stefanski and the upper management. You know, you don't listen to Baker. Screw Baker. Sit on the bench. Sit on the bench. Thank you.
All right, an old school approach to the player and coach thing. Does the coaching staff and Andrew Berry deserve some of the blame? A little. But the bottom line is there were times where the Browns didn't play well enough. I mean, the players have to, at some point, you have to execute on the field, and they were not able to do that at a high enough level. So, you know, if you want to blame somebody, blame everybody.
Well, I think the thing to remember with Baker Mayfield's injury is the fact that you rely heavily on the medical staff for those kinds of things. And if you get a green light from the doctors, then you play the guy unless you are benching your starting quarterback for performance reasons. If Baker felt he was healthy enough to play and the doctors felt he was healthy enough to play, there was no reason to sit him down. And not only was it the Browns team doctors that deemed him healthy enough to play, it was his own shoulder specialist who ultimately performed the surgery to repair the torn labrum, who gave him the green light to play. So I think that, you know, people that think that Kevin Stefanski should have just said, oh, no, forget it, you're not playing. I mean, that's not how this works, okay? The head coach doesn't decide. He's not a doctor. He doesn't decide who's healthy enough to play and who's not healthy enough to play. Could you imagine every week him looking at a guy at practice and saying, no, he doesn't look right, I'm not playing him? That's not how this goes. They pass certain physical tests. They've got strength tests. They've got the highest technology available to them, and they follow the medical advice. And because of that, absolutely 100%, Kevin Stefanski and the coaches did the right thing. Now, if they had looked out there and decided, look, our quarterback is not getting the job done, and we just want to sit him down for ineffectiveness, that would have been a decision to make, but not the health decision for that.
Yeah, and the flip side of it is, keep in mind, there's a lot, billions of dollars at stake. If they thought Case Keenum gave them a better chance to win, they'd have played Case Keenum. They played Baker Mayfield because they felt, and they're a whole lot closer than we are, that he gave them the best chance to win.
And Baker Mayfield is not going to go out there and try to hurt the football team. He wants to win. He wants to get to the playoffs. And if he thought that there were a few games where he should have rested or sat down, taken it easy a little bit, he would have done that. But he felt that he was okay to go. After he broke the humerus bone in that left shoulder, once that was sufficiently healed, he felt like he was okay to go out there and play. Nobody felt like this was something that was causing him to perform poorly, although Alex Van Pelt did come out later and acknowledge that the harness was somewhat of a problem, but not enough to keep Baker off the field. So I can't fault anybody for playing him.
Yeah, and again, we appreciate the voicemail. I disagree a little bit with our previous voicemail.